This is KGW News at noon.
And we're tracking Hurricane Ian, and it's making landfall in South Carolina as we speak. We can show you two live pictures. That's Charleston on the right and Myrtle Beach on the left. Things really blowing around. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Brenda Braxton. We want to check in with meteorologist Rod Hill this noon. Rod, the National Hurricane Center says the eye of the storm now on shore.
Yeah, and you could tell by the two images that we showed you, the live camera from Myrtle Beach, the eye of the storm moved just south of Myrtle Beach. And by the way, nearby buoys out to sea, recording 20-foot wave heights, and you saw the waves crashing over that pier in that live photo. Well, all of South Carolina, for the most part, is now seeing rain. The heavier rain bands moving back toward Columbia, also raining up in the North Carolina. So this was a Cat 1 storm when it pushed inland with sustained winds roughly at 85 miles per hour. Again, the center of the storm is now inland. As early as this evening, this hurricane will quickly weaken, lose its tropical characteristics, if you will, and become just a low pressure center. And then throughout time tonight into tomorrow, it will eventually just break into various different rain bands. Futurecast at 12 o'clock noon, showing basically what the radar showed. And there's the way the rain bands break up as we go into Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning. So one of the good news stories here is, Brenda, this hurricane by all accounts is expected now to basically break apart and weaken very quickly in the coming hours as we go into tonight. That's it from the weather story.
Thank you very much, Rod. Well, we all remember just a couple days ago, Ian first came ashore near Fort Myers, Florida. So far since Wednesday, it's killed at least 12 people in that state. Search and rescue crews are hitting the streets looking for anyone needing help. In Naples, residents who didn't evacuate are beginning the long process of picking up the pieces and cleaning up. Ian was almost a Cat 5 when it came ashore, and there are still millions of customers without power today. Between the damage there in Florida and in South Carolina, losses could top $55 billion. Well, back here at home today, a man was shot early this morning in Portland's Hazelwood neighborhood. Police say by the time they arrived at the crime scene, the victim was gone. They say he was dropped off at a local hospital and is critically injured. In Clark County, a purse snatcher was caught on camera attacking a woman in the parking lot of Vancouver Mall. The guy in the black hoodie sneaks up on the woman and grabs her bag. She tries to fight him off, but eventually they get into it and he knocks her to the ground. It really is shocking to watch. Witnesses say the suspect jumped into a car with two other men. It was a maroon sedan similar to a Kia Optima. Anyone with information is asked to call Vancouver police. Also in Vancouver, somebody fired a gun into the drive-through window at the McDonald's on Northeast Andreessen Road. Police say the man was driving a white sedan and tried to order food just before 2:30 yesterday morning. When workers told him the drive-through was closed, he fired. No one in the McDonald's was hurt. Well, police are investigating a deadly hit and run in Northeast Portland last night. This happened in the 4000 block of 122nd Avenue. Officers found a man dead in the road. In the meantime, Salem police are asking the public for help finding a vehicle involved in a hit and run there. The injured woman died today. Officers are looking for a full-size Chevy or GMC pickup truck or SUV, possibly made between 1988 and the early 2000s. And now to a string of thefts, all linked to one person. Neighbors in Southeast Portland say they're dealing with a serial burglar, and they've caught him in the act several different times. KGW's Catherine Cook spoke to one of his victims, who's speaking up now to warn others.
It's the same guy over and over again.
Take a look at the man in these security images. Akila, who didn't want to share her last name, says he broke into her home September 17th around 2:30 in the morning. She was asleep when she says this guy rifled through her things.
It is a scary incident.
Later that morning, she discovered her purses, a backpack, and a house robe were gone.
It still rattled me completely for a few days, and the worst part was he came back again on Wednesday.
That night, Akila was up. She says the crook tried to break in around 11:15. Her dog, Tilly, heard him first.
She alerted me right away that there's some weird noise happening. So I saw the camera and I saw him right there.
Akila lives on Southeast Franklin off Cesar Chavez. That's right by Powell Boulevard. She says since June, several of her neighbors have reported the same man breaking into their homes or trying to. One neighbor shared this video of the guy trying to break into her car.
Did you take anything?
No, I didn't.
He's well known. We have so many shots of him. Wears the same clothes, basically. Tall socks, shorts.
Akila says in some cases, including one of her own break-ins, the crook got in through an open door.
He's an opportunist.
She wants others, especially those who live in this area, to know they can't take their safety for granted.
I want folks to be more vigilant. Don't leave anything unlocked. Don't leave your keys hidden in a mat under the mat. No.
Akila says police have been helpful, responding to reports within a day, but she wants to see an arrest. So do her neighbors.
It's unsettling because it's been going on. The same guy's been around quite some time. We have the face. We have the footage. What next?
Catherine Cook, KGW News.
Happening right now, KGW is live streaming this debate in the race for Portland City Council. Our own David Molko is moderating. Incumbent Commissioner Joanne Hardesty and lawyer Renee Gonzalez are facing off. We are putting on this debate in partnership with the City Club of Portland. If you'd like to watch it live, you can go to our website, kgw.com. Well, kicking off this weekend is the annual Portland Marathon, and this year is a big deal. It is the 50th anniversary. The race begins at 6 o'clock Sunday morning and starts and finishes on NATO Parkway. So if you're traveling around there, do expect some traffic delays right along the waterfront and in Old Town and downtown. For a full list of those street closures, visit portlandmarathon.com.